So I'm talking with Ian Aitchison from Ivanti. Ian, you are now elevated to the dizzy heights of Senior Product Manager.
Senior Product Director.
Directors. I'm sorry. Close to God. Really interested in how that's come together because, I mean, you were at Landesk forever.
Indeed.
And working with the same...
Before that, Touch Paper. Remember them?
But, of course, and Royal Blue even.
Yes.
So there was a sort of thread going through there in terms of product development, people, organisation, customer base, and then suddenly you go, bang, you joined up with another similar or big player. How do you approach that from the product development side? What's the first thing you're thinking about in terms of how do we make this join up and work together?
Yeah, it's a really good question. I think the first thing really that we think about are the customers, right? So it's really important to us, especially when you look at the merger into what Ivanti is now. We've got lots of customers with different service management products, and the most important thing is that they continue to be happy customers, successfully achieving what they want to do. And you can look back in the history of some organisations and see where you can make a mistake by being too aggressive, too assertive, pushing organisations. So that's the first thing you think about, is how can we just ensure that this is beneficial to all our customers, not detrimental.
And do you think what have you learned in that process, would you say, in terms of relating to your customers and getting feedback from them and so on? I mean, are they generally on board? Are they?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when we started the merger proceedings and bringing all of the different groups together, it was clear we had lots of expertise now coming together into sort of one big room, which is great. But I said at the time, the first thing we have to do is go out and listen. So we've got to go out and listen to what makes these products good, what their strengths are, what the really clever things are that help our customers succeed. So listening was a very important first step as we went down that path. And then kind of identifying, that this product's really good here, let's not lose that. And this product's really good here, let's not lose that. And these customers are on a long time scale, so don't impact that, make sure we support that sort of thing. So it's a very spot the strengths and plan the timeline in a comfortable fashion.
And from a product development point of view, have you been sort of like the kid in the sweet shop in the sense that you suddenly got a huge
it's wonderful
portfolio
it's
stuff
great.
That you can go, well, I'll have some of that, and we don't like that.
It's an embarrassment of riches. It is great because
you don't go that far.
It's great from product assets. So in terms of what the code capabilities we now have available to us is dramatic, which is really, really good. It's good for our customers. It means we can get really good things faster. It's also great purely from an expert headcount. So we've got so many software engineers in regions all the way around the world now that all know how to build good service management code and products. So one of the challenges when you're smaller is just getting enough done. It's really hard when you're a small organisation. As you get larger, it becomes much more a case of, well, we can do this and this and this, and we can try this experimental piece. We can afford to try something and get feedback. We can do prototypes a bit more. We can be a little bit more brave and get feedback while still delivering, the core things we need.
It's obviously interesting and challenging and all those kind of good things.
It's great.
From the point of view of the size of the organisation now, because again, you've been working in an organisation of particular size for some time. Have there been challenges in terms of it suddenly becoming a lot bigger? And I know this from experience where you have organisations coming together, you get very absorbed with how we are going to join up as an organisation. There's a world out there. How do you make sure you're keeping up with what the industry actually needs from you?
Yeah, that's a good question, and I'm thinking about it now. It's interesting that as you look back over the last few months since the merger and the organisations coming together, it's almost surprising there hasn't been very much, if any, internal politicking and battling. And whether that's because we were similar organisations already, I don't know, but it's been a fairly smooth bringing together of minds, particularly from the product side of things. We kind of already had the same vision. service management integrated with asset and security and endpoint management. Both organisations saw that. It's kind of like we already got that already.
From the outside, from the industry perspective, it always did look like a good fit. I mean, it was, you say, similar types of organisations probably looking at chasing the same kind of business.
Yeah. Well, helping the same sort of organisations be successful down the same sort of paths they were heading, just on a larger scale, really.
So, I mean, just looking forward, what can we look forward to in terms of new product or new? Is there new stuff down the pipeline that's going to be taking on the industry, or are you going for that kind of upper enterprise where you're going to be in and get lots of support work?
Yeah. So, what's coming down the line? Things to look forward to. We're just off the back of our interchange tour of customer conference events in Vegas and London, Frankfurt and Paris. So this is quite practiced and got quite up to speed on describing what we're doing. Which is, well, first of all our products remain active, alive, sustained, new features, roadmaps, new releases. So whichever product our customers are on, they're seeing new good things coming through, which is great. Continuing on there. We have a particular focus at the moment around the unification of IT, the bringing together of those 4 disciplines: service management, asset management, security and endpoint management. That largely leads to automation, but what you're also going to be seeing from Ivanti particularly is artificial intelligence starting to influence that automation, both at the back end, if you like, at the decision making and action end, but also very much at the front end. So some really exciting new things around self-service that you won't see here at SITS at all. Very exciting stuff coming down the line. Little way to go yet, it's hard at work.
It seems to be everybody's talking about AI and bots and all. And on a lighter note, I noticed that there was an Aitchison bot.
HEbot,
which I think was quite disastrous.
It was, yes. Well, I've learned, in life and in work, you have to have fun, right? So
if you don't ask, you don't get. If you don't try.
Yeah, no, that was just a bit of Twitter fun. It's just a random word mixer-upper and retweeter.
But it is quite interesting. Quite often you don't know whether you're talking to a person these days. When you're doing
I'm
chat
not really
stuff.
here.
Yeah.
I'm a hologram, and that's right. There is something there. There is something about it. It's not mattering so much. I need to get quickly to what I need. I don't care if it's Siri or Cortana, or if it's a live chat with a human or a machine. I don't care. It doesn't matter. What I need is an easy way to get to whatever I need, whether it's information or help or doing something. And technology is now at a point where you don't know and it doesn't matter, and that's okay. That's fine. People expect that.
Absolutely. My 7-year-old advises me on browsers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, that's
I know
kids for
nothing
you.
about IT anymore. All right, Ian, thanks very much.
Pleasure.
Really
Thanks,
good to
Barty.
talk to you.
And you.